Good evening, my name is Isadora Moreno. This time I would like to talk about the language form and functions. For this presentation, I want to share the screen with you guys because this is the best point. I'm making the presentation about the PowerPoint, and in the first time, this is the language form and function task number 6, that the derivation, and I got the definition for the derivation. Is the form the new words indefectible from the annual word of thing. It typically occurs in the admission of the n emphasis. The derivative over the often the different words tasted from original may be thus taking inflectional affixes on the new words class. That's one definition about the derivation. And in the second slide, you see the linguistic derivation in the process of forming the new words in the base of the system words. Example, this is the happy, and that's the parent. And derivation, we can use the words happiness, on, and unhappy. We have many examples for the derivation. This is another information about the derivation. We can do a couple things in there. And the next, the next slide is the derivation parents is derivation of morphology often involves in the addition and derivation of suffix and another affixes. Such in affixes usually apply to words in one lexical category, partial speech, and change in the words in another such category. For example, in English derivation and suffix. This is another another parent example we got here. Last in examples in English derivation parents with suffixes. In adjective to noun, this is mess, and the sample is slow, just the parent, and derivation slowness. In this example, adjective to adjective, determination is ISH, and the sample is the parents red, and the derivation is reddish. In adjective to adverb, this is like termination ly, like example, the parents is personal, and the derivation is personal. So we have a couple of examples on here. Continue to those over there. So that means we have too many examples about the derivation in the parents, in the verbs, and the to adjective is ID, assert, and assertive verbs, and the nouns, ends, delivery, and deliverance. So we are another examples. Note: the derivation can be also occur without any change on form. For example, the telephones is a noun, and to the telephones is the verb. So this noun is conversion or zero derivation. We can conclude is derivation. Sometimes is no obligation to get the derivation. The second conclusion typically produces a great change in the meaning of the original form. It's more likely to result a form which has in somewhat individual meanings. Often change the grammatical category of the root. So that means most of the time the derivations is change the root. That depends for the root. Remember we're talking about the parent. The parent is the part for the derivation in those examples. Like when they use the noun and adjective The last termination is AL, so recreation, and that's the parent, recreation is the parent. Recreational is the duration. So we got many examples for this situation. I don't want to be too long in this presentation. So you see the video with us. Uh, that's the last part. The tutor is Paola Plaza. My name is Isadora Moreno, that's what we said before. Thank you for you watch this presentation. God bless you and have a beautiful evening.